Hi there, Kendra Tolbert here. I'm a registered dietitian and yoga teacher, specializing in PCOS and fertility. This is our first video in our PCOS and Carbs series, and it's our yoga video. Now you might be wondering what yoga has to do with carbohydrates. Actually, a lot. On our mat, we have the opportunity to develop curiosity. And by developing that curiosity on our mat, we can apply it to our lives off the mat. And through that curiosity, we can stop making snap judgments, either about our bodies or about the information that we receive about how we should or shouldn't eat. And so on your mat, you'll get to tune in to how your body feels and how little changes can impact your experience. And then you can apply that to the information that you receive either online or from your healthcare provider, and you can apply it to your food choices and really notice, how does this make me feel? What is my body communicating to me? And it all starts here on your mat. So roll out your mat, grab some props. You'll definitely want some pillows or cushions and a strap if you have a strap. If you don't have a strap, any soft belt will work. You can just take one off of your robe or your, it's another thing that would have a soft belt, a dress, there we go. Or maybe a tie if you have a tie around. So anything like that will work. Okay, let's get started.
Meet me at the short front edge of your mat. Come to stand with your feet about hips width apart, toes pointing forward. Extend your crown up towards the ceiling. Close your eyes and bring your attention to your heart. Breathe deeply. Ask yourself, how am I feeling right now? What have I brought with me onto my mat? And what do I hope to let go of here on my mat? Inhale. Circle your arms up overhead. Exhale. Circle your arms down. Inhale. Arms come up. Exhale. Arms go down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Place your hands onto your hips. Shift your weight forward and rise onto the balls of your feet. How does this feel? Let's experiment a little. Close your eyes. You might find that you wobble. Notice what thoughts you had if you wobbled. It's okay, you can always come back up, this time with your eyes open, and try again. Close your eyes. How does it feel to try to keep your balance with your eyes closed? Come down. Place your hands down by your side. Inhale and circle your arms up overhead. Exhale, circle your arms down as you hinge forward at the hips for a forward fold. Bend your knees. Point your tailbone up and back. Grab opposite elbows. Draw your chin into your chest. Breathe here. Release your fingertips down to your mat. Straighten one of your legs. And then switch, bending the other, straightening the other. Bend both legs. Place the palms of your hands down onto the mat. Come onto your hands and your knees. Maybe move to the middle of your mat. Come to a neutral spine. And as you inhale, arch your spine. Exhale, round your spine. Inhale and arch. Exhale and round. This time, as you inhale, start the motion at your tailbone and allow it to ripple up your spine. As you exhale, once again, start the motion at your pelvis and allow it to ripple up your spine. How does this feel different than the first way that you may have done cat-cow? Which do you prefer? Come back to a neutral spine and begin to make circles by first sending your hips to the side and then back, and then over to the other side, and then forward, and once again to the side as they press back. Take your time. Now let's move in the opposite direction. Change up your circles. Does one side feel different than the other? Come back to center. Step your right foot forward on the outside of your right hand. Breathe here. Curl your back toes under. Notice if this changes how you experience this pose. Now place the top of your foot back onto the mat and come up onto your fingertips. And maybe place your hands onto your thigh. And maybe extend your arms up overhead. Notice how this changes the stretch for you. Changes the pose for you. Bring your hands back down onto the mat. Curl your back toes under and lift your knee. How does this feel? Gently place your knee back onto the mat, uncurl your toes, and send your hips back. So you're bending your left knee, straightening your right knee. Flex your toes towards your face. Turn your right toes over to the right side. Where are you feeling this? Where in your body? Bring your toes back to center. Bend that front knee once again. And slowly move your right foot back and bring your left foot forward. Curl your back toes under, and once again, notice how this changes the experience that you're having. Bring the top of your foot back to the mat. Come onto your fingertips. Play with putting one hand and then the other onto that front thigh. You can experiment with bringing your arms up overhead. Notice the changes that you experience. Bring your hands back down to your mat. Curl your back toes under. Lift your back knee. And when you're ready, slowly bring your back knee back down to the mat and uncurl your toes. Send your hips back, bending your right knee and straightening your left knee. Flex your left foot. Turn your left toes out to the side. Where are you feeling this? Are you feeling this? Bring your toes back to center. Bend your front leg. Slowly, bring your left foot back, your left leg back, so that you're back onto your hands and your knees. Bring your big toes together and your knees out wide. Press your hips back, rest them onto your heels. Extend your arms forward. Bring your forehead down to your mat. Close your eyes. Bring your attention to your heart and breathe here. Come back up onto your hands and your knees. Bring your knees back under your hips. Bring your feet in line with your knees. Curl your toes under. Lift your knees. Press your torso back towards your thighs. And bring your heels down towards your mat, knees still bent. Experiment with bringing your torso closer to your thighs, pressing your heels down closer to the mat perhaps. Notice what feels good to you. Slowly, walk your feet forward to meet your hands until you're in a forward fold once again. Does this forward fold feel different than the first one we took? Maybe. Now walk your feet back. Come back into downward facing dog. Breathe here for just a moment. Now walk your hands back to your feet. How is that different? Bend your knees until the palms of your hands come flat onto the floor. Continue to bend your knees and come back onto hands and knees. Take a seat on your bottom. Make sure you have your strap nearby, or your belt, your tie, whatever you might be using. Lie back with your knees bent and the soles of your feet flat on the floor. Hands down by your side, next to your hips. Grab your strap or belt, and if you need to, unwind it. I definitely need to. Give me a moment, I'll be joining you soon. Okay. Draw your right knee into your chest. Bring your strap around the sole of your foot and extend the sole of your foot or your heel up towards the ceiling. Keep a bend in your knee. Breathe here. You can bend and straighten your knee. Bring both ends of your strap into your right hand. Place your left hand on the floor next to you. Begin to move your right leg out towards your right side, foot still flexed. Take your time. Notice how each little movement changes the sensation that you're experiencing. Bring your right foot back up through center. Bring your straps into your left hand and bring your right foot over to the left side. Where are you feeling this? Bring your foot back up through center, bend your knee, remove your strap, and extend both legs. Close your eyes and notice how your right leg feels versus your left leg, or how your right hip feels versus your left hip. Bend both knees. Bring your left knee in towards your chest and loop your strap around the sole of your left foot. Extend your left heel up towards the ceiling, bending your leg as much as feels good to you, straightening as much as feels good to you as well. And again, you can bend and straighten your knee. Notice how that changes things for you. Bring both ends of your strap into your left hand. Bring your right hand down to the floor and bring your left foot over to the left side, foot still flexed. Bring your left foot back up through center. Bring your strap over to the right side, over into your right hand. And bring your left foot across your body, over to the right. Notice how this feels. Bring your left foot up and through center. Bend your knee. Release your foot from your strap and bring the sole of your foot back onto the floor. Extend both legs. Bring your hands down by your sides. Notice how your hips and legs feel now. Bend both legs. Bring the soles of your feet onto the floor. Walk your feet out as wide as your mat and bring your knees together to touch. Turn your palms up and close your eyes. Walk your feet in towards the center of your mat and bring the soles of your feet together. And allow your knees to part, moving down towards the mat away from one another. Extend your legs. Take in a really deep breath. Exhale and sigh it out. Roll over onto your side, your knees bent. Slowly press yourself up to a comfortable seated position. Circle your shoulders back or shrug your shoulders. Inhale, circle your arms up overhead, palms touch. Exhale, bring your thumbs down to your sternum. Check in with yourself. How are you feeling now? How does it differ from how you felt at the beginning of your practice? Thank yourself for showing up today to practice a bit of yoga. I know I'm grateful that you practiced with me today. Enjoy the rest of your day, and bye for now.